successful. So given that,
Yes.
and given the fact that Shannon Sharpe assured me that Tua is better than Joe Burrow, wait a second. Joe Burrow's going to start for the woeful Bengals. He'll start game one. He'll get thrown into that fire.
And what did they do?
Sort of speed his growth,
Didn't they get rid of Andy Dalton? Didn't they get Andy Dalton out of there? So if there was no Ryan Fitzpatrick, absolutely he would start. But you have Ryan Fitzpatrick, Skip. So there is no need.
Timeout. You have told me repeatedly on this show, Ryan Fitzpatrick is an every other year wonder. That just when you come to trust him, to depend on him, to expect that what he did last year, he'll do next year, you're in trouble. You're always disappointed by Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Yes.
So he did play pretty to very well last year. Yeah, he beat the Eagles late in the year. He went up to Foxborough, and he beat Belichick's defense with a last-ditch late-game drive. Yep, he did.
He beat Tom Brady.
Did. He
beat Tom Brady. Yes, he
80 yards in 13 plays with 2 minutes left to beat the vaunted Belichick's overrated and exposed defense. That's what Ryan Fitzpatrick did to knock Tom Brady out of the 2 seed after he did what he always did, which was another fourth-quarter game-winning drive that got canceled by Belichick's overrated defense. But the point is, Tua is in the perfect spot with a much better team and roster than Joe Burrow has in Cincinnati to start from the start. I don't get it. If he's what you say he is, both health-wise and ability-wise, a lot of people say, oh, he's special. He's freakishly, he can do lightning release, deadly accurate, blah, 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 blah. And I'm saying, no, I'm not buying, I'm not seeing, and I'm not trusting health. So I think I'm getting validated if he doesn't start game one. And I think you're getting sunk if he doesn't stay game one because you're going to hear about it from me.
Skip, it's not like the cupboard is bare in Cincinnati. You know, they do have A.J. Green. They do have Tyler Boyd. Joe Mixon ran for 1,000 yards last year. So it's not like the cupboard is bare when it comes to offensive weapons. They have some. Now, they need to fill out that offensive line, and we don't know what they're going to be like defensively. But, Skip, you are in – look, I get it. You know, you want to see Tua start and all that. You want to see him struggle. But it's not going to happen. They're going to bring him along nice and slow, and over the next 10 years, I will prove to be right because my guy will be better than your guy. I don't even know who your guy is, but I'm assuming it's Joe Burrow. But I just want to know one thing. Why do you do this? When Peyton Manning and Tom Brady used to go head-to-head and Manning would lose, they would say Brady beat Manning. They never said Brady beat Tony Dungy's defense. Now, when quarterbacks beat Tom Brady, they beat Belichick's defense. Why is that?
So I must tell you, my microphone just fell off, so I'm going to have to hold it here.
Good.
And Ernestine does such a great job of miking me up in the morning and running my camera. She's downstairs right now because she's turned into this sort of compulsive cooker cleaner, which it's just the age, the time that we're in. But she'll be up here in just a moment to fix my microphone. But at least it gives me a chance to point out that once again on Friday, I'm wearing goat on goat. So you can see my microphone, but you can also see my Lil Wayne necklace, goat, on Jumpman logo, goat. And that's all you need to know as we head towards Sunday night and we get to see the true GOAT in action in episodes 5 and 6. So, again, to sum this up, Burrow will be better than Tua, and Burrow will do what should have happened to Tua. He will start from game one. And I think you are afraid of Tua's health, and I think you're also afraid of his ability.
Oh, I'm definitely not afraid of his ability. I'm not afraid of his health, and I believe that he gonna probably miss the first couple of games because Fitzpatrick's going to be in there, and he'll probably stink it up, and then Tua will come in there and light it up and be Rookie of the Year. Ta-da, and there you have it.
All right, we're not done yet, guys. Did LeBron just respond in his way to the Last Dance?
If I could snap my fingers right now and have Cam Newton as my backup quarterback going into the season, yes, thank you, God, I'll take it. Now, how you would pay Cam, would he take $1.1 million to play for Dallas? I doubt it, but who knows? Maybe it'd be his best shot. I don't know. But if Cam thought he had a chance to actually get to play some next year for America's team, maybe. I'll say this for Dak. He's got such strong football character, such a football backbone to him. He seems so confident in himself. He wouldn't be threatened by Cam Newton as his backup the way, let's say, there's been speculation about Cam going to the Rams. I think Jared Goff would be threatened by Cam Newton. I think he might crumble a little bit under the pressure of having Cam Newton, former MVP, looking over his shoulder pads. But Dak, no, he would be just fine. And I would be just fine with the all-time former MVP insurance policy of Dak Prescott of Cam Newton as my backup to Dak. Again, I think this negotiation has gone completely south and is going nowhere slowly. So I'm hoping that they would land him as a backup quarterback, even over Andy Dalton, who might be a better long-term fit, obviously, as a backup quarterback.
Skip, here's the thing, though. Cam, you want to play football? All we have is $1 million, $1.1 million. You can either play for $1.1 million or you can go home and make nothing. Now, let me tell you what happened, Skip.
Okay.
The quickest thing I realized, Skip, after I was out of work for a couple of years, is that when you have money going out and you don't have any coming in, trust me, that'll deplete a savings and a retirement quicker than anything. Also, when I was a kid, Skip, I didn't really know the importance of insurance because we were never going to the doctor. So I didn't think insurance for what? If you had a toothache, my grandfather pulled a tooth. So I didn't know anything but as you get older, hopefully you never have to use insurance. But it's great to have just in case you do. You hope nothing ever happens to Dak Prescott, Skip. Boy, but it's a nice luxury to have if you got Cam or you got Andy Dalton as opposed to Cooper Rush. That's all I'm saying, Skip, baby. So for me, when I look at it, the big money is not going to be there, Skip. Because why? Why would I pay a guy $3 million when there are no other teams out there that's offering that? It's not like they're getting into a bidding war. Well, like Sean Payton said, they wanted this guy, but he had committed to being a free agent for Carolina. Sean Payton said, well, we'll give you this. And his agent says, well, we've already committed to going to Carolina. Sean Payton trades back into the round because they have no more draft picks. He gives up a draft pick next year to take the guy in, I think, the 6th round, Skip. And he says, I was asking, now I'm taking.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Skip, so now the thing is, that's it. There are no bidding wars going on for Cam or Andy Dalton. So, Skip, it's not like they have their choice, like, well, I want to go here for $5 million or I can go there for, it's not there. It's a very small market and go to a fit. Now, I'm not saying, Skip, just go anywhere. Go somewhere that you think is going to be a good fit, that you're going to be able to learn, and you can help if something were to happen. And I think the Dallas would be foolish not to at least kick the tires or interview or talk to virtual, however you're going to do it, however they do it now, Skip, Andy Dalton or Cam.
So here's the punchline to this discussion. Do you realize that very, very quietly back on March 18th, pandemic is starting to hit, NFL free agency is about to hit, a move was made in Dallas that went completely under the radar. Do you realize they re-signed Cooper Rush for $2.1 million? So Cooper Rush makes $1 million more going into next year than Jameis is going to make in New Orleans to back up Drew Brees. It's mind-blowing to me. But remember, Shannon, they did sign Kai Forbath or re-sign him as their kicker, and then Greg Zuerlein came available, and they said, whoops, okay, let's go sign him for a lot more money. So maybe they could figure out how to get out from under the Cooper Rush thing as quickly as possible in favor of a proven quality backup.
Well, Skip, if you've already given them guaranteed money, you can't recoup that, but you just basically eat it. And it seems to me Dallas should be or would be willing to eat, considering that Andy Dalton or Cam Newton would be your backup to Dak Prescott. And if something unforeseen happened, Skip, you would have to feel a lot more comfortable moving forward with Andy Dalton or Cam than you would Cooper Rush. Now, Skip, he can play. They might like what they've seen in practice. They might have seen enough in preseason games that we really like Cooper Rush. But I think I'm going to go with the proven commodities as opposed to an unproven commodity, especially with so much at stake. Skip, it's playoff or bust for the Cowboys.